Remember previously that I mentioned the campus conversation has 3 parts. Let's look at them now in more detail. In part 1, the student comes to the staff member and announces they have a problem or they need information. As soon as you hear that, you know part 1 is over. The only function of part 1 is to identify the student's problem or their information need. In part 2, as I mentioned before, the staff member offers a solution or information. However, and here's the additional information I didn't tell you previously, after the staff member offers that information or solution, there is some discussion between the student and the staff member about whether that solves the student problem or gives them the information they need. And that's why this second part is the longest part of the conversation. You might hear the staff member offer a solution, but it doesn't solve the student's problem. So they need more discussion. Or the staff member will provide some information, but the student needs more information. Or maybe it's the wrong information and the student needs something else. And again, they'll discuss that. So do be careful. Just because the staff member says something to the student immediately after the student asks their question doesn't mean that's necessarily the answer. And again, we'll talk about that more later, as you can see from the icon at the top right of this slide. Now, you'll know when you get to part 3, not because necessarily the student has had their question answered or their problem solved, but you'll know you're in part 3 when you hear about what is going to happen next. Very often, although not exactly always, we will find out either what the student will do next or what the staff member will do next. And sometimes we hear about both. When it's the student, we usually hear about how they are going to respond as a result of hearing the information provided by the staff member. And if it's the staff member, very often we hear about what they offer to do for the student or what they can do for the student in the future if the situation changes or if the student needs more assistance.